We're back. Senator John McCain launched Sarah Palin's political career on the national stage, and now she's trying to help save his. The former running mates reunited for the first time today since losing that presidential election in 2008. Here's Governor Palin stumping for McCain, who's fending off a tough primary challenge from J.D. Hayworth.
Everybody here today is supporting John McCain. We are all part of that Tea Party movement. Of traveling around the U.S. and meeting with everyday Americans who are that great Tea Party movement. And folks always ask me about my friend John McCain everywhere I go. When you think about that first Tea Party, shoot, some may claim that John was there at that first Tea Party.
MSNBC's Nora O'Donnell was at today's rally in Tucson, Arizona, and Melinda Henenberger's editor-in-chief of thepoliticsdaily.com. Nora, you're laughing. I just want to know what we watched the whole thing today on television. What couldn't we see? What was the smell of the crowd? Were they pro-McCain, pro-Palin? Did they understand there was a rift between them or what?
There was a bit of awkwardness, not just because that joke where she was making fun of John McCain's age, but also because it was clear that Sarah Palin was the main attraction. John McCain may have been at the top of the ticket in the last presidential election, but Sarah Palin is now the star of the Republican Party. And so while most of the people here were excited that John McCain was here, they were ebullient that Sarah Palin was here. They were cheering. They wanted their book signed. They loved Sarah Palin. And I think that's what John McCain wanted in part, some of that star power to rub off on him. And also, he needed Sarah Palin to vouch for his conservative credentials. That's why she was talking about the Tea Party. She said John McCain is just like someone that's in the Tea Party movement because he has been campaigning against reckless spending in Washington for 4 decades, according to her, trying to sort of say, yeah, he's like one of us. He, too, is angry at Washington. He, too, is going to change Washington. So he's okay, guys. He's okay to vote for.
You know, Melinda, it must be embarrassing to have to get an endorsement if you're John McCain from anybody out of state, but to have to get it from somebody who you plucked from obscurity, and you probably believe belongs there. As somebody has to vouch for you.
And somebody who you think ruined your campaign and maybe a major reason you're not president of the United States today.
Well, he didn't carry Florida. There's a lot of states that couldn't vote for her.
A lot of conservatives said that they had too many national security concerns and health concerns about her. So to have voted for the ticket, but sure, it's got to be galling, and just to see the body language of him looking like
Mrs. McCain looks almost stricken up there.
Cindy McCain was not even trying. I mean, she was just standing there looking.
Okay, Nora, you're very good at observation. Obviously, give us a report on your sense of the McCain reaction physically to the presence of this star.
I think there was it was like he had to do it. I don't think he was happy about it. I think he's not happy that he is about to be thrown out of office after 24 years in the U.S. Senate. I mean, facing this very tough primary challenge, and that is led by Tea Party supporters. It should be pointed out there are 4 major Tea Party groups here in this state. They are not endorsing. That's a big win for John McCain. But nevertheless, they're a powerful force, and people don't think he's been doing a good job. They don't trust him. Remember, he voted for the TARP, that multi-billion-dollar bailout of Wall Street, and voters remember that, so they're angry about that. As far as some of the atmospherics, you're right. Cindy McCain gave a very lukewarm introduction to Sarah Palin, and John McCain didn't seem to be paying attention for many parts of that. When she was talking about the Tea Party, he was sort of looking away, and he reached down into his pocket to grab his notes to sort of go over in his own remarks that were coming up. But nevertheless, this party goes on, if you will, because Sarah Palin's holding a fundraiser for John McCain tonight. Yeah. She's going to be campaigning for him again tomorrow in Mesa. This is all part of his effort as he brings in a lot of people. With Scott Brown just a couple of weeks ago, he's invited Jeb Bush and other people to try and help him win this Senate race.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you tell me about that race out there when you get back. Nora O'Donnell, thanks for that report. I want to get the skinny on it out there. Your thoughts on this. In the end, is he going to win?
You know, I don't know. It's a long way till then. And Hayworth, what has he got to say to these, even to these Tea Party people? He has a ties to Jack Abramoff. He spent a lot of money himself when he was in Congress. So
Melinda Henenberger, thank you. We're out of time. Thank you, Nora O'Donnell. When we return, we're going to have some thoughts about this amazing week.